I want to be there on set to tell everyone that being pregnant is my strength, and as it is every pregnant woman's strength. No, I don't think that there was any scene where I wasn't giving my 100%. I feel like I was giving my 200%. Like she discovered rain, or she discovered touch, or she discovered taste, or she discovered, is this a job opportunity that is worth leaving my children for? Because it's also my children are in an age where I thought it was important for me to talk about myself and to defend myself.
हेलो एंड वेलकम टू टेलीचक्कर. दिस इज मी अर्शी सिद्दीकी और आज हम दोबारा हाजिर हैं आपके सामने एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन लेकर विद नन अदर देन नेहा धूपिया, जिन्हें हमने कई रियलिटी शोज और कई बेहतरीन फिल्मों और सीरीज में देखा है. इसी के साथ अब वो दोबारा आ रही हैं अ थर्सडे में अपने पावरफुल किरदार के साथ. तो चलिए विदाउट फर्दर अडू लेट्स गेट कनेक्टेड टू नेहा धूपिया.
अ थर्सडे बाय ट्रेलर इट कैन बी seen that आपका character काफी ज़्यादा interesting है, but the complexities and the challenges that you faced is all what I want to know.
I think the prep was just more mental for me because I was going to go to work when I was 7 and 8 months pregnant, and then I was acting as a cop, so it was very physical and very draining. Plus on top of that there was rain and it was about getting wet from head to toe every day. So I think the mental preparation was a lot, and it doesn't matter how much you prepare yourself mentally, eventually it's also what you go through physically. And what I went through physically when it came to my part or my character was something that I'd never experienced before, because I'd never been pregnant and on a set before. So it was a lot. Plus that we just come out of the second wave of COVID and everybody was extremely cautious. Not that people are not now, it is, but it's become a little more palpable. Like, when it's not like when somebody has COVID, you just tell them, okay, we'll see you on the other side once you've finished your quarantine. There was a lot of caution, and then, I was pregnant, and then there was rain, and then there was, action. So I just had to tell myself that, listen, if you set yourself and you set your heart on this, you just have to do it. And that's what I did.
Recently, Kareena Kapoor posted a review for the film A Thursday, and there was a very special note for you.
Oh, I haven't seen that. What does the review say?
Yes, it's a special note for you. So in the review, there's about your character. She has written few things. On that note, I wanted to ask you that whether there were scenes like that जो आपको तभी के लिए लगा that no, I'm not given my 100%, but later on you got really, really good feedback on that.
No, I don't think that there was any scene where I wasn't giving my 100%. I feel like I was giving my 200%. Well, they say that when pregnancies, you're like eating for two. It's not that. You're walking for two. You're living for two. You're breathing for two. And then when I was working, I was also working for two. In fact, this is the only film where I feel I've given my 200%. So what I was going through, it's very hard for me to describe. And unless for all the people who've actually lived their pregnancies and know what an 8-month pregnancy feels like, will know what I was going through. So when I say that I was uncomfortable and I couldn't fit into the same size of jeans that I'd started out wearing, or after getting fully drenched in the rain, I had to keep going back to the washroom, and it was very tough because you have a human sitting on your bladder, or just climbing the steps of the vanity van, or just your breath changing, because every time you have to do a rehearsal and then get back into action and then do it that much faster. Everyone else, you see life passing by and you're trying to keep pace because you're on a set.
Right.
And I told my director from the beginning, and that's the conversation we had, that I don't want any special treatment. That, okay, just because she's pregnant, there'll be different rules. And I was like, I don't want to come there and tell everybody that being pregnant is my weakness. I want to be there on set to tell everyone that being pregnant is my strength, and as it is every pregnant woman's strength. So I just feel that it's so much more for me to be doing this film over any other film, and this film is going to be so much more precious. My son with me while I was shooting this, so it really holds a special spot, and there's no way that I would have given anything less than my 200%.
Amazing, Neha. Apart from that, Neha, a project or a film that you would like your kids to watch in future, or maybe a film or a project that you wouldn't want your kids to watch in future?
A Thursday most definitely would be a film that I really want my children to watch. And I would say that I can't remember offhand, but there must have been roles where I played a little more negative or something. So I don't want them to kids are very impressionable. So they'll be like, oh, why is mama doing that? Or why is she doing that?
Right.
So, things like that. Like my daughter doesn't get, now she's in an age where she looks at us, and every time we go on holidays, So she's always, in every photograph and clicks every picture with us and all of that. And then suddenly when we get into an airport or we're in a flight, and everybody comes and starts clicking pictures with us. So she asked me this time, like, Mama, why is everybody clicking a photo with you? And, and then she's also like, because otherwise she's the center of our world, right? Because जब हम छुट्टियों पे जाते हैं तो सिर्फ महर की फोटोज होती हैं और गुरे की फोटोज होती हैं, और जब हम प्लेन में बैठते हैं, then she's like, why is she not included in any of that? And I try and keep her away. So it's very difficult for me to describe, because I don't want her to like get into this phase where she's like, oh, my mother is an actor and all of that. She doesn't need to know it. She doesn't need to know anything. She needs to discover everything. Like she discovered rain, or she discovered touch, or she discovered taste, or she discovered, unicorns. Let her discover what her parents do. Like we don't get into this thing, your mama and your papa get photographed because people know who they are. हमको ये सब नहीं करना है अपने बच्चे के साथ. वो अपने आप figure out करेगी. So, I mean, to tell you what they should or shouldn't watch, who knows? Like, they're gonna have access to social media, give or take, say my daughter will have, she's 3.5 going on 4, so like 6-7 years she'll have access to it. My son, I don't know, like let's see what life has in store. Right now she's busy watching unicorns, so I'm fine.
Also, Neha, what are the parameters before choosing any project for you?
Now, of course, it's constructive time at home versus constructive time on set.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this a job opportunity that is worth leaving my children for? Because it's also my children are in an age where they're more than they need me. I feel like I need them because they're like so engaging and so consuming, and they're adorable, and I want to be with them. So I don't want to jump into anything. पहले होता था कि एक सेट से दूसरे सेट से तीसरे सेट, बस काम करना है हमेशा. अभी भी मुझे ऐसे है कि मुझे काम करना है, पर मुझे सही लोगों के साथ सही तरीके से सही काम करना है. And I feel my children give me the ability to make the right choice, because when I'm not working, I'm with my children, and they teach me, because they inspire me to do the right thing.
A lot of trolling, a lot of bullied, and then a lot of boldness we have seen in you, Neha. But then, do you think some kind of pressure being a, public figure, that you always have to come out with an explanation or always come out with a point of view for each and everything, or, just things being put on your shoulders?
I don't always feel the need for giving an explanation. I sometimes feel that when things are being said which are unfair and unjust, I do speak up, and I speak up if I can speak up for other people and for other things. And when I have to talk about, everything, I've spoken about lots of things in life, about child safety and normalizing breastfeeding, and my point of view on other actors, and how much I love and adore some people, and how much I love the business, and how great it's to be here. And when things are being spoken about against us or against someone in particular, so why will I not stand up for myself? So sometimes, but at the same time, it's okay. There's a lot of surround sound which I don't need to address. But sometimes when I feel that, I still remember after my first baby, there was a journalist who took a dig at my weight. I thought it was important for me to talk about myself and to defend myself. Right. Or of late, I faced a lot of trolling when I said something on a reality show, and I thought it was important for me to talk or take up for myself. And sometimes I feel like, no, it's water off my back. It really doesn't matter. And today they're attacking me, tomorrow they'll attack someone else, and day after they'll attack someone else. Unka kaam hai ye karna.
Right. Apart from that, Neha, how do you really, handle controversies or rumors, or maybe any situation that's really, really bothering you sometimes?
I honestly don't think there are any controversies or rumors around me. I really want to hear a rumor around me. The only rumor I heard about myself was I got married because I was pregnant, and that rumor was true. So it's fine. I also got married to my best friend, which is great. But that was the only rumor I heard, and it was a true rumor. So I didn't have to take up for it. I was very happy about that rumor.
Okay. Neha, you've been mentoring so many aspiring pageant contest girls who really look forward to be the pageants and who actually participate into it. What is the real meaning for you when it comes to beauty?
I mean, my idea of beauty when I was in my 20s was different, in my 30s was different, in my 40s now it's different. And you have to keep redefining it. And more than anything else, it's just great because it just comes with, the older you get, the more liberated you get. And when beauty is combined with freedom, it's so empowering. So right now, I feel beautiful in the most empowered way after having children, after having a
Yes.
mind where I think that this is what beauty is for me. And that's what I want to pass on to the girls, you know. And I see the girls with the same sort of glint in their eyes and that little, you know, extreme amount of self-awareness, but a little bit of self-doubt, all the places and all the beats that I've lived through. But I want to be able to tell them that, hey, you need to, the only person who can empower you is you. You have to be your own best cheerleader. And that's what I do every day of my life to myself, that it's not like people are calling me and knocking on my door every day and saying, hey, you're beautiful and we need to work with you. Aisa kuch bhi nahi hota hai. You get up, you figure out what work you need to do, you get somebody to like clean you up really well, and you sit in front, and either you're doing interviews or you're on a shoot, or you're, you know, selling a product you believe in, or sometimes selling a product you don't believe in. So yeah, I mean, that's what we do.
Also, how has motherhood been treating you, and what's that one myth that you really want to break about motherhood?
It's treating me really well. And the one myth I want to break, I want to change about motherhood is, a lot of people say that once you become a parent, you don't get any sleep. That's not true. You get a lot of sleep. In fact, I'm always snoozing with my children. As soon as my children say that, oh, I feel like my daughter's feeling sleepy and it's her bedtime, I'm like, okay, I'll read you the book, because uske saath main bhi so jati hu. So I want to break this myth that if you manage your time well, you get enough and more sleep. In fact, after becoming a mom, except for my breastfeeding years, which has been 2 full years of my life, apart from that, I've really slept well. Because you don't know, you always have to sleep with that thing कि पता नहीं कल सुबह कितने बजे उठना पड़े, कब बच्चे को तुमको रात को जरूरत पड़ जाए. And touch wood, all most nights are pretty smooth except a few. So I'm just like, I clock my 8 hours in. So I want to break that myth. Unless you're like my manager, who after becoming a dad is still a party boy. There's nothing wrong with that.
This is very interesting question, Neha, and I want you to answer. Had you been a journalist, what was that question you would ask Neha Dhupia?
The one question I would ask myself would be, what was that one point in your life that you thought you're a cool girl?
Personal takeaway of yours from a Thursday, and audience, what do audience can expect?
I just want everybody to watch the movie. It's got such an important message. It's got such an important meaning, the entire film. In its entirety, it stands for the larger love for women and the larger amount of safety that is missing in the world for women, and the respect that's missing in the world for women. And that's what A Thursday is about. And that's why I really want you to watch this film. It's not about me. It's not about the actors. It's not about anyone else. It's about the message. It's about women, and it's about making sure that our women are safe every day when they go out to work, when they go out to play, when they just want to go out to doing whatever they want, and most importantly, living their lives.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Neha, for joining TELLYCHAKKAR and giving us time. All the best for A Thursday.
Well, अब हम लेते हैं आपसे इजाजत, लेकिन जाते जाते आपको बता दें कि वर्ल्ड टीवी प्रीमियर होने वाला है A Thursday का स्टार गोल्ड पर, इसीलिए देखना ना भूलिएगा. मीनवाइल आप अपने पसंदीदा कलाकारों और सितारों से जुड़ी हर जानकारी और अपडेट पाने के लिए बने रहें टेलीचक्कर के साथ.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to TELLYCHAKKAR's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.